Welcome to upstate New York, Syracuse University, and under the dome today we have a terrific clash in store. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 18 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Broncos will put toe to leather to crank us up. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense lining up for a first down play. He'll try the right side. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
And it's always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So, starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 Conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Touch pass on the run. He's in open space downfield. Touchdown, Orange. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And he doinks it off the left upright. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Coming out with it, it's Bates. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one. On second down, just keeps firing. Shoots it to the left. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
To the air. It's Basco. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got it at the 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for room. It's Gaines. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
1st and goal, and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. The option look. He'll toss it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Broncos. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a score from the 4. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Vasco. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Offense in a bunch formation. Finds his tight end. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
My goodness, this offense has got it rolling. They might put up a 50-burger. This defense, they don't have any answers right now. They're going to just figure something out.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. It's Vasco. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more aggressive I'm going to become. I'm going to take away the quick, easy stuff, and I'm going to blitz and bring pressure and put him on the quarterback and get him on the ground like you did right there.
And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bates. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got it down the middle. How about the power there to get it across the 20 and up to the 21-yard line?
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. And no guts, no goal. Got the first down.
And when they bring on the punt unit, a lot of times I change my personnel and I bring on a different unit, and I think it worked to their advantage. 4th and inches, you don't think they're going to run a fake. They run a fake, execute it great. Nice job by this punt unit.
And the Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Broncos have their offense in high gear. He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They go to the ground. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Ball at the 31, third and short coming, defense trying to rise up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Would have just been a 47-yard field goal attempt from here, but they're thinking touchdowns and trying to move the chains here on fourth. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. And he breaks. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now. And at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to North Texas. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You've got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's James. Made a defender miss. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to go up top on first down. Unleashes one deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Cuse.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the final 53 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Oh, sick, nasty move, and he's loose. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
With jet sweep pass. Crosses the 10. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Going with the ground game left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49. Light hash. The Broncos will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
The incompletion brings up a second down. Hands it off. At the 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it downfield. He's got him on the right side. Great job by the receiver to get the foot down.
Hey, the defense knew coming into this one this guy was going to be a factor, but they have done nothing to stop him. They don't have any answers. This guy already has over 100 yards receiving, and we're not even done the half.
And it's first down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a one-possession game. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Orange. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Nebraska is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Tom Osborne, this has not been a blowout today in Lincoln. They're up by 10 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. He leaves it with his back. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
He had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On second down, they'll take to the air. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle and prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. The Broncos will call on their punt team. So the offense accepts the 15-yard penalty after that special teams miscue. Offense set on first down. The run from the shotgun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Dropping back, it's Vasco. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, and they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Might as well give it to him again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try the left side. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
The give on fourth down. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the third quarter. And the Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Running with power. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF has the lead right now, but this night's crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside the bounce house. They're up by 8 over Iowa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Back to pass, it's Vasco. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. Makes the catch and knocked down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He makes the connection. Still running at the 40. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock, but this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Trying to run, it's James.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Give to the running back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammer. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Syracuse. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bates. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Wants to fire on second down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll throw it on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass is intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Okay, ready? Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse looking for the 4th down conversion.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.